I'm aware I created the spark I allowed us to burn each other. As I stumbled in a desert delusional in an intense heat, my passion for a connection with you dizzied and lost footing. You were there, I swear, but I could never touch you, always beyond reach. My gaze was hazy. My well of spirit ran dry, chasing visions I had formed during our beginning. Was it always just a mirage? I collected your passionate words, gulped down that precipitation as you poured it down my shocked expression. I trusted the drought was over, that the harsh conditions in a dry climate were going to fade into the past at the first drop of rainfall landed on us as we danced it into downpour. But I remember so clearly being told I'd be needing an umbrella for in the future, you ensured me the rain came to stay, that each and every day would provide the proof that the steps forth would one day wash away our past mistakes, after dedication had enough time to carve new weather patterns into our sky. I got clouded in a misty fog, soaked up all your wet words, bathed in a bath of bubbles that were drawn for me. Bubbles burst. Steam painted the mirrors thick with future paradise possibilities. Popped or just postponed. I can only really blame myself for drowning in delusion so long, but the stunning allure of his eyes made me want to believe the magic. I saw him in half, watched him rise from the dead after being broken in two. I question if it were all a trick hidden behind the veil of a fog machine I didn't want to see. Thoughts of being burned again by dry ice demons terrified my core, so they went down subconsciously, buried under leagues of naive hope. Was my imagination provoked? Was it wound up and sent off in a direction without my intention? Was I ever really loved by someone never there? Was I pushed towards a path away from someone's like his? Was he a decoy, the winder and pusher of this dream-life dichotomy? Did I make your love up just to have it taken away? We carried grief stacked on our backs, weighed down from heartbreaks of our pasts. I would have carried whatever I could for you, in hopes we could set some of the load down together. Now I only see him in dreams. Sometimes he shows up in my shower's streams as a water vapor vision of someone I used to know's apparition. And it ends just the same the moment I'm ready to reach out to touch him. He escapes me in a whirlpool like a dark magician down the drain. But I never begged. I never asked for the honeymoon phase forecast. He gave it to me. Went out of his way. I took the pitch while I was parched. He turned up the heat and used the hot to easily melt me. My heart felt used. After my emotional body bended and bruised, he liquefied my heart's malleable metal before walking out the door. Still hearing the beating of my heart as he held it in front of me, packed in his bag for safe travel. Gold pieces from my chest joined him on his journey for self-worth. Was I not worth it while together? Ever valued above just a temporary whoever? Love is free from me, meant to be shared, not stolen and selfishly sold for scrap, the audacity. As he then questioned me on the purity of my dead heart's material nature, monetarily, it rendered as worthless if he had just looked inside while it was with me and alive, for to see its insides would have revealed where true gold resides. It seems I'm all to blame for his walking away. But take accountability for diminishing precious materials of divinity, if not for me, for God's sake. For using your bastardized interpretation of the alchemical process in this way. My heart was made a fool, and outside of its home, it's been fool's gold for you. I guess we just share different values. I value time together. How could we ever reconcile? Could we ever even see eye to eye when he already set sail and now his clock is an hour behind? I relied on wishes and fell back into codependent addictions, praying a future paradise would wrap us up somehow, together in the same package neatly tied with a bow. But the cord is tangled and twisted in knots, since it's frayed beginning now. And now I can finally see the end must be curled up within that same mess of paralyzed possibilities wrapping around, then bound. There had to have been at least one picture-perfect place possible at one point, right? Before our tether became a ball of yarn wrapped and mangled up so tight, imprisoned paradise somewhere in the center of the string ball of string toyed with and now chained forever.